I saw you and I had to say hi. Two secs. Where are you going? Starbucks?
I'm going to Starbucks, yes.
Say hi to my gang.
Hi, gang.
Hi there.
Don't do it.
My kids, they're really cute.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Say goodbye.
Goodbye.
I thought we built something. Where are you from?
Here.
Go. Goodbye. Go. Don't go. Don't go. I'll jump in the back seat. Open the back seat.
You're crazy.
Really quick. I'm sober. I'm sober. I'm sober.
You have a lav on? What are you shooting?
No. We were doing a documentary.
That sounds really
I'm like a leader. It's not. I'm sober. No, really.
You have
I'm sober.
For me?
Look it.
You can't, wait. You have a release?
I'll turn the camera off if you like. I'll turn the camera if you like. Let me jump in the front seat. 2 seconds. Let's go around the corner. Hi.
Hello.
It's a documentary on like social dynamics and like interacting with a bunch of stuff.
Well,
I can turn off the camera if it works.
It works.
Say hi to my friend real quick.
What up?
It'll lose frequencies.
We're going places.
There you go.
Hey, I wish you would continue.
Just still warming up. Anyhow, I'm Frank. Most of you guys probably already know me. I'm Owen's assistant. I've been traveling with him for about a year already, and changed my life. And reason why we're here in this this meetup, so everybody eventually will start growing and becoming their better selves. It's just, you know, meet a wing, go out, lower commitment. It's like when you go out with a girl, you want to make it lower commitment. So basically, like 90 minutes every week should be pretty solid, and then you start building up. We started building up, and then by the time you know, it's like 90 minutes. When you come out, it's like not the big day. Oi. Hi. Hello. So really quick as a side note, when it comes to like that, so you see that, why I'm doing that is to build it up. Just like high. What we call it in pickup or on boot camp is like small chunkiness. You like want to small chunk it, focus on 30 seconds. Don't think like every girl you're gonna talk to, you're gonna go home with. That's like my whole agenda. At the same time, it's like have fun. And anyhow, back to like the inner circle is like, pretty much the goal is like everybody, I mean, who was at like the last Los Angeles free tour, by the way? Los Angeles free tour? The free tour. Okay, that was like about 180 people plus, right? Maybe about half of those people were like out of town. So basically it's like, say like 90 to 100 people, but there's actually at least 100 people in Los Angeles or in the outskirts that can go out, but they need to see actually guys going out and making an effort and bonding. So how many people like are new? Okay, sweet. So like, and then the intermediate to advanced guys, we should like separate in like 2 groups, and it's not, we're not separating each other apart from each other. It's like the new guys should talk like more, because like the new guys might not want to like hang out with like the advanced guys or like the intermediate guys. My personal opinion, I really don't believe in like levels and what have you. My beliefs are like everybody's on their own journey. So basically I never compare. Same thing of like rating girls of like 1 through 10. I don't even do that myself. Reason why I yet to this day will never have, never will, because everyone's attraction might be different to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it comes down to. That's like number 1 thing I'll never do is like rate girls. Number 2 is like never compare and like know you're on your own journey. But what I say is like guys that are like newer at this, kind of like not surround yourself, but like get together with guys that are like in your same like mindset, as in like the newer mindset, than guys that have been playing the game a little bit, that want to push the things to the next limit. So like you guys can share ideas, or if you're like, fuck it, I want to learn some hardcore shit from the beginning, then surround yourself with that. But basically it's like exchange, we say this all the time, exchange contacts, get the gist of it, never compare yourself to anybody else, and then make it a habit to go out. You know, you don't even have to make it. I was talking with my buddy last night. We were out till like 3 o'clock, but we literally had like a good conversation till like 4 o'clock in the morning. And he was saying it's like, I'm going out every night, but I'm not enjoying it as much. I'm like, dude, why don't you do this? Go out 5 nights a week, and then day 2s on the other 2 nights off, so you keep that momentum going. And like he's got like almost a dozen girls on his phone book that want to fucking go out with them, and most likely want to fuck them. But he's like, I want to go pimp it. But he's not appreciating it more when he goes out and he kills it. Then, so what I'm saying is like, I took Monday and Tuesday off. That's basically with my traveling schedule and everything. It's like I take Monday, Tuesday off. I take care of all the stuff I have to do. maybe see a couple girls in between that time frame, and then I also suggest double booking as well, which I'll break down that shortly. So like Monday, Tuesday, take care of all the things you have to do. Maybe small approaches. So when you go out Wednesday through Sunday, if that's your goal, if you can't even squeeze that in, then go, and don't even go out like 4 or 5 hours a night. You can just go out like 2 hours a night and smash it. You know what I mean? Unless you're like really driven. It just depends on everybody's work schedule. So I say, even if it's 1 hour, most of the instructors say 30 minutes. My personal opinion, if you really want to get better, at least an hour. And even if I don't even do an hour at night, everywhere that I'm at traveling, I'm out like little small approaches, like that girl, this girl, this girl, this girl. So I keep the momentum going. So when I get into the next venue, it's just like cool. And that's gonna rewind it back to the point of not having high expectations. And I realized this one thing I had, like the biggest negative anchor is like, don't have high expectations when you go out somewhere, because honestly, for me, learning the hardest thing is you're setting yourself up for disappointment. I highly recommend don't have high expectations. Don't say, I want to go make out, I want to go fuck this girl, I want to do this and this and this with this, because that's possibly not going to happen. So I suggest don't have high expectations. The expectations you should have is, I want to learn, like love to learn. It's weird as fuck, but I'm 27 years old, and I barely started loving to learn. It's fucking ridiculous why I waited. I don't know why, but I'm 27. I'm just like, fuck it. I'm gonna live to learn. I'm gonna love to learn. And actually, I think it's fucking amazing. And I think the sky's the limit. Whatever age you are, just keep pushing the boundaries. And if you're developing yourself better as a human being, the women are gonna sense that off you. And I'm at a point where I'm just like pushing the boundaries, and I love learning. Like that's the whole thing. And that's what it comes down to, is like overall, you know, focus. Nobody else is around us. Nobody else is around us. RES? What's that? Oh, okay. Actually, I should stand like over here or something, huh?
Too many. As long as you're in the frame.
Okay.
Too many.
Someone just go oi, and then I'll just like bang. Anyhow, so basically, the whole gist of the inner circle, meet up every 2 weeks. But like my overall goal is at least once a week. If people could fit that in, that'd be awesome. But just like put an effort out there, and just meet up, and it's gonna benefit everybody. So we can like build this community. I have like high goals. And then as another side note, tomorrow we're gonna have a beach meetup. It's gonna be like a potluck thing. The following, what's today, Thursday? Yeah, so the following Sunday we're gonna have a meetup. We're debating either Santa Monica or Venice, but it's gonna be a potluck at the beach, do some day game, at the same time just like chill out. So I think it'll be a cool vibe, more bonding time. It's a different vibe, so you can see it's like pretty much the same thing from here at night than in the daytime. Honestly, you know, it's just a different, it's a different vibe, but it's honestly the same shit. Which is overall it's the same thing. So following Sunday, how many guys can make it out to like, who prefers Santa Monica? Who prefers Venice? Okay.
I see that Santa Monica's winning though on the boards. That's like 27 or something.
What's that?
Santa Monica, because they put up a vote.
Yeah.
On Facebook. That's like 27.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Well, put your vote in. Majority rules, but it's all the same. There's women everywhere, and on a Sunday it's pretty good anyways. Yeah. So no high expectations. Make an effort. Small chunking. Another thing I want to address as well. Open all, like literally just like open all. Yet to this day, I've always had maintain like my humbleness, and like the same thing is like coming from a state of like no ego. Like check your ego at the door, no pride. Maintain your humbleness, and you will grow even further and possibly even faster, because you will never compare yourself. You know, say I'm better than that person. Like I have this phrase like do more for others more than what you do for yourself. I've received so much value that I want to like actually return value, because honestly, once you develop this and are not even in this shit for the women, it's fucking amazing that the women are just going to be coming at you. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's weird how it works, but luckily I've been privileged to travel with like with Owen and Julian, that I'm just like smash, kill it, motivation, determined. Think about like many other factors, but all in a nutshell, it's like, don't have high expectations. You should push the boundaries, and not what are boundaries? Your own boundaries. That's what it comes down to, is like push your boundaries, and that's what it comes down to. If every day, if you're pushing your boundaries, if you're learning, you're fucking developing yourself, then that should be process progress. If you're, ask yourself before you go to bed, am I making progression? Did I have a productive day? If it's no and no, don't beat yourself up about it. Tomorrow, try to reinforce a better day, a better productive day, and a better efficient day and productive, and then it's just gonna start accumulating. For me, it took about a couple months to develop this, but now it's just like, this, I'll be doing this for the rest of my life. Why? Because I love it. It took a while. I had to give up a lot of stuff, but now the effects that the effects that it's caused is me to be the best self. That honestly, like, women are just gonna keep coming at me because it's just like, oh, I want nothing from them. And that's the mentality you guys should all come from, is not ever wanting anything from anybody, but especially women, dude. Like, literally, if you take this, there's one thing you guys pick up for me tonight, is never expect anything from anybody, especially women. But that's that one thing. Why? Is because if you want nothing from anybody, when you roll up to a fucking any girl and you want nothing from her and you can like just chill the fuck out, then it's like the girl's gonna actually want you even more than that. But if you roll up and you like da 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 da, all aggressive, it might work. You know, she's intoxicated and she's slumming out the club. But overall, it might not happen. You might get lucky. But if you pump the brakes, like Mystery's old saying, like, I don't know, 6-7 years ago, I actually hung out with them a few weeks ago in New York. Pretty cool guy. There's 3 levels of attraction. You got to build the attraction, the comfort, and then the seduction. Like, the guys just rush the comfort to the seduction, but they don't build any comfort, you know what I mean? It might take an hour, it might take 7, they say typically 7 hours. I don't know, everybody has their own style, but at the same time, you always want to be like leading. And the second thing is like, you want to be knowing that you're hitting on, let the girl know that you're hitting on her, you know what I mean? I saw this guy yesterday, we were fucking out, and he was hitting it up. He must have hit up every single girl, and I give him credit, but he was going in too aggressive, then like pumping the brakes, and then just like back off, like go aggressive, and then just pump the brakes. And that's what we call on boot camp, it's like slow playing it. You want to slow play it so the girl knows, like, if you roll up to a girl and she's like, oh, if you get any indicators that she's creeped out, back off, be like, hold on, I'm sorry, doesn't mean I'm trying to hit on you, I wasn't trying to hit on you, I was just like trying to say hi. And then let her know that you're not trying to hit on her, and it works like a charm. So tonight, I would say let's do some exercises. Number one is like, if you see a girl and you go too aggressive, like most of us is probably gonna go aggressive, whatever the case may be, but just whatever way you go up on a girl and you get any indicators that she's too strong or like she's not liking it, then just be like, oh no, just back off. Be like, I'm not trying to hit on you, I just want to say hello. And then notice that fucking reaction and look at how it works. It's gonna take quite a bit of sets probably to warm up. You might not get it tonight and take a while. You might get it tonight, but it might work. So basically, he's been on boot camps. It's like, you go in hard, nothing, slow play, back to the girl, back to the girl. And then another, like, there's like many rules, but I'll just like leave it with the last one. It's like, don't walk away from a set. Like, I think walking away from a set is like fucking pathetic. Unless the guy's like threatening you and what have you, be like, all right, bro, I'm gonna walk away. But as you walk away, don't turn your back fully on the guy because he might come and like punch you. I've seen guys get hit like that. Luckily, I've never been hit. But at the same time, I'll walk away from a confrontation. And if you don't walk away from a confrontation, that's when, again, the ego and the pride kick into effect. So you want to have 0 and just like walk away. If you're going out like 5-7 nights a week, believe me, it's not worth the confrontation every single night. You just want to like walk away. Like walk away, just walk away. So yeah, so meet up. So Inner Circle meetup, the goal is build it better. And potluck next Sunday. What else, Mark?
Czar, you guys probably haven't met him. For you guys who are familiar, Czar's about this tall. He's gonna be starting this coming week on Monday. He's gonna be doing something like a book club. So basically what that is instead of books, we're gonna be looking at sort of the videos from the instructors and kind of discussing the points of those videos and kind of getting each other's perspectives and our inputs on what those videos represent for us. So look forward to that. That's about the only other major thing. If you guys are familiar with Edward, he's not here tonight because he has some family obligations to tend to. So we'll say hi to Edward and whatnot. Other than that, do you have anything else?
How many guys go out normally in Hollywood, like on the weekends? Quite a bit. I mean, it won't be like a meetup, but I still want to like just reinforce like how important it is to go out. So basically, I'm just like, when I'm in town, it's just like, let's meet up, let's meet up, let's meet up, let's meet up, let's meet up. It won't be like an official meetup, but I'll put on the Inner Circle, yo, we're gonna meet up here at like 9 p.m., warm up, whoever's to come, cool. I'm gonna be like an event, but I'll just put like wherever we're gonna go out, like, yo, meet up here, and if you could make it, that'll be sweet. If not, you know what I mean? So just to get everyone's faces familiar, you know what I mean? It's like guys come in, they're like, how'd you guys get into this, da-da-da, instead of coming in and be like, yo, how's it going? Yo, how's it going? How's it going? How's it going? You know what I mean? So, you know, this weekend, I'll put like a list of like what's going on tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, and what have you until I take off again, so travels and I'll be gone. But it's just like, even then, like when I'm not here, Marc will probably put up, it's just like, you guys should just go out, go out, go out, instead of like putting, like stay on the inner circle, like, yo, who's gonna come out, who's coming out, and then like guys see it, but they don't even reply, or they just like it, like don't even like anything, like put a fucking comment on it, because it's like, it doesn't make any sense. So basically, it's like, if Marc puts, we're gonna be at W on Sunday, feel free to come to the W, at least you know somewhere, you know what I mean? If I'm like, yo, we're gonna be at Lure, guys could afford $20 to get into Lure, get to Lure, buy pre-sale tickets. So, yeah, so anyways, my overall goal is just to like reinforce, just go out. That's why like, I just want to reinforce that, like number one thing is just like go out and like fucking socialize. And at the same time, it's just like have fun and don't have high expectations. I learned this like hard lesson that I had the high expectations and it didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, but like I needed that negative anchor, and that's why I so reinforce. If you guys believe me slightly, it's just don't fucking have high expectations and just go out. So every day that I'm out, I'll be like, yo, I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna come out here, I'm gonna come out here. If you guys can make it, that'd be sweet, you know what I mean? If you guys live, you know, further, contact with someone that's closer, you know what I mean? Go out with that person. If you don't like to roll out with like a group of like 20 guys deep, go out with like 2 deep. It's not like we're gonna be in a huddle at the fucking club, you know what I mean? And like fucking, but actually that's creating the hub. We could like just pull people in. In a nutshell, basically, go out, reinforce, whatever, push the boundaries. Like, what are your boundaries? Like, you know what I mean? I can, one thing about me real quick is like, I can open, I can close, I can do everything. My sticking point right now is just pulling the trigger. I could identify what is my sticking point, so I'm just like, I gotta pull the trigger faster. That's pretty much where I'm at. And now I'm just like, pull the trigger and push the boundaries. That's where I'm at like right now. So everyone should actually identify if they can, with themselves, just deep down inside, where am I messing up? I could open, but I can't go through logistics. Then let me like slow down and see how can I better this, you know what I mean? But as you think it might be a mind fuck, so what I highly suggest, and a lot of successful people did this, is they put themselves in a room away from all communications and just with a notebook and just say, look, and just started writing things until they identify certain issues and what have you. And this could be other things besides pickup, but at least for like pickup and like write shit down. And by you seeing this every single day and reading that out loud, it's gonna reinforce like, this is where I'm fucking up at, and I'm gonna try to better this and what have you. Don't have like unrealistic goals. It should just be like, bang, I'm gonna work on this little thing right now, I'm gonna work on this thing, and instead of like, I'm gonna like work on closing, logistics and all that, just like focus on one little thing, maybe 2, and that should be it. But it depends on your learning curve and what have you. But I highly suggest just like go out, reinforce, if that's that one little tip, and identify like what's the issue. And I'm telling you, if you do a couple of those things, you should see some better results, you know what I mean? But that's pretty much it. I mean, what else can I suggest that's worked for me? Now, this is like the stuff that works for me will work for you, but it comes up to like how motivated and driven you are to like pursue it. I think the game's fucking amazing. I've been in this since last January. So one thing, since last January 19th, this shit has changed my life from the previous 25 years of my entire life, and I wouldn't give this shit for anything in the world. I think the first 3 months are the hardest part, and then from there, it's just like the sky's the limit. Push the boundaries, learn as much as you can, and yeah, I think it's amazing. I mean, what do you have to lose? Like, you're not gonna die. I mean, we could all die, right? We could all die any single moment, right? It's just like, if you go up to a girl, what's the worst she's gonna say? Fuck off? Most girls would probably not tell you fuck off unless they're having a bad day or something like that, right? They'll be like, no, that's cool. And then you're like, okay, cool, like whatever. But you can still you can still flip the girl. But if you're not at that level yet, be like, cool. You have nothing to lose, honestly. Like, if you have no ego and pride and you checked it out the door, then you shouldn't have anything to lose. You know what I mean? No one else is gonna judge you at all. Like, no one else is gonna judge you. No one in that venue knows you. So why not push the boundaries? That's what it comes down to. Like, no one in the venue knows you except when you're out with the wingman or we're out in our fucking little group right here. Then that's who's gonna be the last man standing, is our little fucking squad to try to better ourselves, to try to fucking push the boundaries, you know what I mean? So anyways, hey Mark, where are we gonna go next?
We're gonna go do the art walk.
Art walk, we're heading to next. So, any other questions? I don't know, any single thing?
Well, you mentioned at the very start about going out or not going out solo, or it's really hard to go out solo.
It is hard going out solo.
That's what I find. It's like I got a lot of time during the day, and so I like see a lot. It's like when I'm by myself during the day, and I like get in my head. It gets like worse and worse.
Why do you get in your head? What are the thoughts that go through your head? You gotta identify. What are your thoughts? You can speak up.
I don't know. I'm like, oh, I guess it's like I get into like a guilt trip where I'm like, oh, I should approach her, and then I just don't, and then I like get kind of like negative.
I would probably say, look at the video that Tyler has of like opening up like the 6 steps, the one in Dallas. I don't know if you saw that. Look at that. But basically, it's like open immediately every single thing. You know what I mean? If you're on a bike and you're at a light, you see a girl, oh, how's it going? Because you rode a bike, right? So you're like, how's it going? Just to keep it up. Like what I'm doing here is like, oh, hey, hi. Oh, hey, hi. And then back to where I'm at, you know what I mean? Because this is my party, this is where I'm having the action, and then I'm sucking them into my reality. And instead of before, I would be like, I'll be all over the place. And finally, Julian actually told me that's the best feedback ever. He's like, chill out, be your party, enjoy your company, and then bring in the girls, bring them into your reality, bring them into your party. And now I'm in a venue, I'm just like chilling out, good conversation. I see a girl, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? So basically, in your situation, if you're by yourself without a wingman, you should just start opening all. From the moment you walk out your door, wherever you're staying at, you should, whoever she is, or even he, start small talking. So by the time you know it, you're having a good conversation with the girl by the time wherever you went. That's what I would recommend. As soon as you walk out that front door, that should be like, yo, I'm gonna start small talking, small baby stepping in. You know what I mean? Because we gotta crawl before we walk, right? So you want to like crawl and then walk and what have you. You know what I mean? You got a lot of time? I say go and do it. I think it's possible. I mean, I get that once in a while, but honestly, it's like as soon as I walk out my door, I tell my neighbor hi, hey, how's it going? How's it going? Just like little stuff like that, little like the cashiers, like little stuff like that. That will take you a long way. But you got to start the moment you walk out your front door. That's where it starts, the moment you walk out your front door. It's like getting the motivation to go out is the moment you walk out your front door, that's where it starts. It's not like, oh, I got to go out. I just like get out the shower, throw on the same clothes from yesterday, and then I walk out, I'm like, okay, where am I going? Ah, fuck it, get in the car, Hollywood. You know what I mean? And don't like take time. So yeah, just don't think about it, just go. Because thinking, like, honestly, like in the field, thinking fucks you up. Like if you hesitate and you hesitate, how am I gonna walk around the girl? How am I gonna do that? How am I gonna do that? You're gonna get into your head. Instead of like, you see the girl, crack, boom, how's it going? Just like bang, you know what I mean? That's like where the no thinking should come involved. It's like you see the girl, hey, how's it going? I had to say hi. Oh, by the way, you are smoking fucking hot. You know what I mean? But it's just a bit of everything as well. But the moment starts by walking out the door.
Yeah, really more than anything, just to your point, you really want to sort of establish or sort of cultivate that feeling of the feeling that you have when you're all by yourself and in your room. You're extremely comfortable and you're probably dancing around in your box. You're just totally comfortable. Like, yeah, I love this song. That's all you. So be comfortable with putting that out because nobody's gonna criticize you or anything like that. And it's really just sort of stripping down as much resistance as you possibly can about who you are, what the girl is thinking, what everybody else is around you is thinking. Am I wearing the right thing? Is my hair in the right way? All these things sort of fuck with you, so you just gotta get in the habit of sort of just going in, removing as much resistance as possible, and sort of just hitting it up because, like he says, you sort of have to go and just sort of be comfortable in the idea that everyone is gonna talk to you. Like for example, there's a lot of us here that have not met each other, but because we have this unifying thing, which is this meeting, we're totally cool with it, and you're fine with talking about your history and your life and all those things. In the same respect, everybody here is human. One of the things I realized is that you fucked yourself because you're going away from the standard sort of normal human approach of going, well, I'm gonna the standard normal chode, living my day-to-day life, and you strip away that social conditioning and you're moving into game social conditioning. Fuck game social conditioning. Just be a human being and understand that, especially when you're in a bar, in a club, or wherever, everyone's there to get fucked up so that they can lower their sense of who they are and be like, "Dear, hey,
Seriously.
yo, what's up?" And that's all that you're doing. Every time I've ever been out and seen Tyler in field, he's just like, "What's up?" Because that's all it is. You're just trying to be just the same as everybody else. Don't overthink it. I spent 3 hours one night thinking, approach, 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 and nothing happened until I realized everyone here is getting fucked up so that they can lower their sense of who they are and just vibe with the rest of the venue. Do the same thing. Lower your expectation for what is acceptable. Lower what you think about how you dress and whatever. I've been going out for the last 38 or 40 days. I can't really remember anymore. But with that amount of lack of sleep, that degree of exhaustion, you cannot have resistance in front of yourself because you fucked yourself. At the end of the night, you're like, fuck. I had all these different things in front of me that was like, I cannot approach because my shirt isn't well pressed. I'm not in the right headspace. Even state is sort of this elusive thing.
I got a cum stain. I got a cum stain right here. I don't care.
It's fine.
Just embrace it.
No one is gonna look at you and be like, "You have a cum stain. I'm not gonna talk to you." It's amazing how you sort of realize that and go, "No one gives a fuck. No one gives a fuck." And when you sort of realize that, then you really start to get to the point where you understand that this is all about you. You're gonna have your own external motivations for doing this, whether it's to get laid, maybe even some egotistical thing like, I'm gonna get all this pussy. And that's fine, but understand that in order to do this sustainably in the long run, this is all for you. This is not for the girl, this is not for your friends, this is not for whoever you need to go and validate yourself to, because at the end of the day, no one gives a shit.
Nobody.
Just as they don't give a fuck about your fucking up in the field, no one's gonna give a fuck about your successes necessarily either. This is all for you, and you just understand that whatever value you can offer up to people, even if it's just like, there are stories of guys who are just really fucked up, they drink, they do drugs and all that stuff, but they're phenomenal gamers because they just know it's just all value. And people get sucked into that energy because they're just fun, they're enjoying themselves in the night, they don't care. And if you've ever noticed girls in the venue, they're like this, trying to fix their shit. At the end of the night, they don't give a fuck. Their skirts are up to here, their shoes are all fucked up, their hair's all fucked up, because they don't fuck, they wanna let go. That's what you should embrace. You should be the guy that's like, what up, party? And that's who they want to gravitate to, because ultimately that's what they're trying to do. Just let it go, relax, and enjoy yourself in the night. Otherwise, it's gonna go home, be fucking miserable, and ultimately it's gonna cascade into this whole like, after so many nights, you're gonna be like, fuck this, I give up. And I've seen so many guys give up. I myself have had that point until I realized that I do need to get past my own sense of like ego in order for me to be able to enjoy this, because it really is learning every single night, regardless of whether it's some explosive revelation that you understand or if it's just some small little nugget where you experience, okay, I know I shouldn't do that because for the last 3 nights it's fucked up and blown up in my face. Don't do that again. And you realize that this is just strengthening who you are as a human being, as a man. Just focus on that and learning, and the little learning lessons, and you'll be more encouraged to keep going out every night. Like I said, I've been doing it for like the last 38 nights. I'm committing myself to doing 365 nights this year, because why the fuck not? If you spent the last 15 to 20 years of your life fucking yourself up, you need to commit yourself to going, fuck that, remove it. All that this is disciplining yourself. Your daddy, your mommy, they're not here anymore. This is all for you, and you're going, it's time for me to man up and control my own destiny, my own fate, and like really charge for whatever it is that I'm trying to get at for in life. And until you decide to do that, you're always gonna sort of live in mediocrity. And that, to me, and this is gonna sound kind of cliche and lame, kind of like whatever, but I don't have any real fears. I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm not scared of like monsters or bumps in the night. What I'm afraid of, mediocrity and failure. Understand that at the end of the day, whatever happens, you don't want to be at your deathbed and going, I didn't do shit with my life, because I was too afraid to go out of my way to go and talk to that girl, At the end of the night, you want to go, at least I tried. At least I stepped up and said, what's up? Simple as that. You don't want to go, what do I say? And then you go home at the end of the night, because I've experienced this where I'm like, fuck. Last night, Miley Cyrus walked by me, but I was too busy talking shit about Miley Cyrus that I completely missed the opportunity. And I cracked it. That's what it is. It's just you sort of, your ego will get the best of you at those interesting points. And now I realize, let go of that. Open fucking everything, including the bitchy looking girl who looks like some punk rock Angelina Jolie. Because if I'd have known that, instead of spending my time talking to the fatty, and talking shit, I would have realized that's Miley Cyrus. And there is a little bit of ego there to say, I open Miley Cyrus. Fuck yes. But at the end of the night, you can say, now I know what it's like to step to that level of status. Now you know it's irrelevant whether they're a superstar or some fucking bummy girl on the street. They're all the same. We all have the same needs, aspirations, goals, and what have you. So just go for it and crack into it. That's all I got.
Sweet. Thanks.
Take advantage of this. More than anything, this is just beyond pickup. Like this is an opportunity for you guys to be able to network. I know a lot of you guys are from out of town. Kyle, British Columbia, Canada. You guys, what's up?
Toronto, Canada.
Toronto. You guys can network and be like, hey, I need a place to stay. I've just learned this from Frank. You can travel all over the world, all over the country, just from building these amazing relationships. And it's no longer an excuse for you to be like, I can't leave the city because I have no place to live. You can take a bus, you can take a plane, find the cheapest rates, and you can travel and experience the life you want. It's no longer an excuse. It's just a matter of building this network, and that's what this is about. This is not just about pickup. Understand that this is about building a community. I've met some amazing guys who are very business-minded. A lot of these guys, you may be surprised, are pretty damn like up there, like Tony Stark level. So don't underestimate their value just because they dress schlubby or whatever. Just the same way that you would sort of overestimate a girl. Never sort of impose a value on anybody until you've gotten to know them. Don't build that resistance, and never ever judge it. Don't ever judge a situation just from your perspective. Actually go in there and find out. More than anything, go and find out before you go, oh, she's probably a bitch. Because there have been so many situations where I've talked to the girl and it turned out fucking amazing. She may be the bitchiest looking girl in the world, but just because you cracked in there, made her smile, made her enjoy her night, whatever, now you've developed some, that is another reference experience, and you may be able to pull that. Maybe you'll be able to make some friends out of that. Maybe she's got some gorgeous friends. Maybe the fatty has some gorgeous friends. Never judge the situation, go in and fucking hit it up. That's my spiel.
And that's another thing I want to address really quick. I got a friend, basically, one guy in particular, he does not open up anything lesser than an 8, right? You should never have this mentality of like never, I don't rate girls, by the way, but his is like, I don't open anything under than an 8. Because his mindset is like, I'm gonna fuck every girl that I talk to. You should not have this mindset like, yeah, play to win, but at the same time, open all, and don't say, I'm gonna open only girls that are above an 8. But the guy's not getting laid often, and if you wanna come from a mindset that I had when I first started, open all, and you'll see some good results, because by warming up, and you guys probably heard this many times, by warming up, open up all, and then it's gonna build up to you to pull the prettiest girl that, you know, that's at your level at the end of the night. So basically, number one thing is like, I suggest is like, open up every single thing. And never have this mindset that I'm only gonna open up 8s because it's pointless. Like literally, it's not, you know what I mean? You know, he might fuck one girl in a month, I might fuck 3 girls in 1 week, you know what I mean? But it all depends. Oi! Black dress, 2 seconds, come here real quick. 2 seconds. Anyhow, so yeah. You gotta come around, Come, 2 seconds. Hi. Frank, it's the guy's name. Who are you?
What's your name?
Frank, say hi to my gang.
Frank. Hi.
Say hello. Where you come from?
From here.
Yeah? You work here?
Yeah, Hilton.
Oh yeah? Where are you heading to?
Home.
I got a quick question.
Yes.
What do you find most attractive in a guy? Let's think about this quick. This will be like 2 minutes. Smile.
Physical attraction?
Out of every single thing, you're gonna choose a smile.
What do you mean, physically or?
Speak louder.
Physically?
Yeah, physically.
Smile and hands.
Hands? Let me see your hands. Why hands?
Small.
Yeah, I know.
I like big hands.
It's cool because I have a small penis, so it's like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's not. Is it okay? Back to like penis size. Now, is it about the size or is it about like the motion in the ocean?
It's about the size.
Interesting. Good.
Anyways,
have a good night. Take care. So yeah, whatever we just talked about, you see a girl, call her out, like, yo, you, I'm talking to you, come over here. And it's just like, if you command and then like stay on it, they will come, honestly. It might not happen like that, it was probably luck, but most of the time if you're solo like that, you will probably get the girl to come, you know, the bitch was like, I mean, let me rephrase my words. The female was like 30 feet away and she still came, right?
You could have kept it going.
Huh?
You could have kept it going.
I kept going, bro. She's not important.
Going good, you know?
She's not important right now. You guys are. So anyways, that was just a quick little example. It's like, you see the girl, draw the line. Like literally, like I was here and I saw her. I just came here. Like literally, if she was like, come here, I would have fucking huddled there. I could have went around easily, but by me huddling over you guys, the girl sees like, damn, this guy's taking initiative. This is a bad motherfucker right here. This guy's fucking going through hurdles. That's awesome. I enjoy that shit then, like taking the easy way. It's like you gotta fucking put your elbows in the mud. So I'll go through that and draw the line. She was to say, yo, come here. If the second time I was like, yo, come over here, then I would have fucking went huddle over the table and she's like, damn, who are you? And she's like, damn, you're taking initiative. You know what I mean? Girls have to know that you're taking initiative. Oh, wait, 2 secs. Hi.
Hi.
Damn, girl. Don't embarrass me in front of my crew.
No, sorry.
Have a good night.
Bye.
What if that had demonstrated lower value? Would you get that?
If I would have done that, I mean, everybody has different opinions about it. That right there could have been like lower value, but honestly, it's like you're taking initiative to go say hi, you know what I mean? Like that's the way that I see it. It's like, let her know that you're hitting them. I actually like letting girls know that you're hitting on them. Like let them know I'm hitting on you. You know, you're having a cool talk. Be like, damn girl, I'm talking to you. Fuck, you know? I think you're interesting. And then bang, back to it. If it gets even better and better, be like, look, I'm hitting on you. I wanna know what's up. You know, it depends, you know what I mean? You gotta calibrate to it. But like, let the girl know that you're always leading and you're always fucking hitting on them. That's the same thing. Never fall into the friend zone. Back to really quick and then we'll wrap things up. It's like the guy that I saw yesterday hitting up every single girl, almost every single girl, 9s and 10s, he was hitting it up. But at the same time, he was ejecting himself faster. And the second, he wasn't establishing like he was hitting on the girls. Yeah, he was going physically hard, but he was not calibrating because most of the girls were like, yo, is that your friend? He looks gay. Like literally, if a girl thinks you're gay, you might as well just walk away because it's like, I mean, you could rework that, but at the same time, it's like, yo, if you gave the first vibe off that you're gay, it's gonna be some time to recoup on that, you know what I mean? So basically, I really don't know the guy, but he was, I give him credit, he was hitting up everything and that's the way it should be, but he wasn't establishing the man to the woman vibe, which is very important, like let her know, like, boom, this is us, you know what I mean? One last thing, because this is what I hate to see guys do all the time. If a girl's walking, the over the shoulder shit, don't do it. Like if you see the girl walk in front, come in front, boom. Like the goal every time you talk to a girl should be shoulder to shoulder. Like this should be the identicals, like shoulder to shoulder, bam, how's it going? Then like literally you could do the over the shoulder, like if you're doing day game and you're like walking with, you wanna be walking with, and then you stop her like boom. But like, if she's like standing with her friends and chit-chatting, you go over the shoulders, you tap her or whatever the case may be, she looks over, she's gonna be like, what the fuck? You know, like, hey, I'm here. Like, that's kind of creepy. So my suggestion, I kind of hate seeing this. I try to put this out there so it can better you in any form or way. It's just like, come around and like, unless you're doing day game, then you can like walk ahead and then boom, stop them, talk, and then walk with, because that's day game. But let's talk about night. Most girls are gonna be like in their little social groups. So you just wanna like you're gonna talk to them, number one, draw the line, number two, come around any way where it's not like obvious, like kind of like obviously that you're fucking going through like guys, unless the girl says like, damn, did you just do that for me? They're like, yeah, I just did that for you. Basically it's like shoulder to shoulder should be always the proper way to do it. And then like unless you're doing day game, then you can like walk with. So anyways, but yeah, that's pretty much, I can kind of keep going, but I think we should probably
If you're threatening, talk to them face to face.
Why would it be threatening?
Huh?
Why would it be threatening?
No,
You want to talk to her, you want to get to know her, you want to hit on her, right? You just go up to her and be like, bam, let her know. You know what I mean? You got to come from a state of like abundance. You don't build abundance until you start getting more references, you know what I mean? I honestly like going out and I pulled this girl last night all the way to my car. Didn't do anything with her because she freaked out. I was like, that was a good night, because that was the main lesson for that night, which was last night, was like, what just happened? You never know what's gonna happen. Like literally, I was on one set, I was already 2:45 in the morning, and then I seen her, boom, I just went in for an instant made out, and then bang, I ended up pulling her with. And that's what's the conclusion, is like, you never, and this is probably in life as well, you never know what's gonna happen until you try it. Like that's what it comes down to. Try it, you never know. And look what happened, it's like, bam. People call it luck. I don't believe in luck. I believe in faith and things fall into place for a reason. So boom, you see the girl, walk with. just like walk with her and then like lead, you know what I mean? So in a nutshell, any other things before we take off? Anything? Kyle, you have something?
Well, no, I'll ask you later because I'm just curious about like your internship with Owen and like kind of how it started. So maybe I'll ask you like
Sweet.
one-on-one.
Cool. Anything else? Let's roll.
Good.
All right, let's roll. Let's roll. We're good. All right, sweet guys. Let's do